skip back on that, yeah. Four.
Stay tuned. If you ain't watched the podcast, what is you doing? Okay. But hey y'all, say y'all, what's up? It's Miss V. It's Miss V here. And I'm back with another story time. I had to give y'all a story time because it was voted to have the story time of when I got in a fight at work. My goodness. Ooh, the light's not on. Hold on. Let me get situated real quick. That's better. Okay. I'm going to tell y'all the story time of how I got in a fight at work. I don't have a video of the fight because, one, I was on FaceTime when the fight was happening. And two, the girl that was standing there with me, she was like surprised and shocked that we would start fighting. But I'm going to get into the story. I'm going to tell y'all the backstory. There's going to be other clips of other things that happened throughout that day and whatever, and how everything like led up to it. There's clips of that, but the actual fight I do not have clips of. Okay, so I worked at JC. Let me turn this again. Why do I keep doing that? Turn it so I can see it right. Okay, so I worked at JCPenney's, and this is when I lived in Maryland. So I worked at the JCPenney's in Forestville. If you stay in Maryland and you know the JCPenney's in Forestville, you can imagine how it looks and know how this scene goes. So I'm at the kids section and restocking the gift cards, and there's these two females with these two kids, and they're just mugging. They're mugging. And the females that I work with are whispering. I don't know what's going on. I don't even know these females like that. So I'm just doing my job. And I'm observing because, like, just in case something pop off, I don't want to be caught in the middle of it. I'm at work. I'm trying to do my job. So let me tell you, the girls are mugging me a little bit too. And I don't even know what's going on. I'm like, why are these girls mugging me? Like, but even before I, like, the tension and everything was just off. And then everyone was moving weird. So I was like, what is going on for real? I say something to the baby, like, yeah, whatever, you know, I'm playing with the baby as I always do. The girl like this, she's like, oh, like she starts smiling and stuff, and then she stops mugging me. The girl that I got into it with, we're gonna call her Fellet, because when I was in high school and girls used to have this little top, Shadika used to call it a Fellet. So I'm gonna call the girl Fellet. So Fellet was like,
I don't know why they gotta do it at my job though.
She said it just like that. She said it from behind the counter. And then the girl was like,
you pulled up to my job, and I was
like, what the heck? So I stopped what I'm doing because I'm like, oh, there's beef here. So I'm like, what's about to happen? So they come around the counter, and one girl just, they start fighting. And the other girl comes around the other part because there's like a little slit in it. She come around the other part, and I'm like, oh, they jumping her. Like, oh, wait, they jumping her. Like, if it was a 1-on-1, that's a whole different scenario. Girl, you got to fight to the death. But y'all jumping her, y'all doing too much. So I go in there, and I grab the first girl, and I think that's the one she had beef with, too. I think the other one was just her sister. So I grabbed her, and I said, you got kids. Like, I said, you gonna go to jail. Like, you gonna go to jail. I'm trying to tell her, like, girl, stop. Your kids over there. Mind you, they done left the kids in the basket. They left the kids on the other side of the shelves. Like, one was, like, they had to be 1 and 2 years old, maybe. But they was in the basket. So I'm like, you gonna go to jail. And I'm trying to stop her. Like, you gonna go to jail. Like, stop. So she's, like, pushing me. But I'm like, I'm not trying to fight this girl. Like, I'm trying to get her in tune because there's kids over there. So she's like, she stops and she tell her sister or whatever, like, come on, girl, let's go. So they take the kids, and I took Ferret to the back, and and she was crying and whatever. The girls that work with us that knew what was going on didn't even help her. Like, they didn't even help her. The girl at the counter was scared. She was scared, but they're going to say after, like,
I was about to jump in and
like, nobody did anything. They just let the girl get jumped. I took her to the back, and then I went back to the, go do the rest of my job. One of the girls dropped a wallet. That told on them right there. They dropped their wallet with like $300 in it. It's crazy. And after that, Ferret wanted to be my friend. So I was like, okay, cool. Like, we could be friends, like, whatever. Like, cause I had her back. Like, because they wasn't about to jump her. Like, y'all can fight, like, that's fine, girl, you gonna have to fight, but y'all not about to jump her. That's deep. Y'all not about to do all that. That's too much. So after that, we was friends or whatever. I made a lot of friends, like, and a lot of associates and stuff at JCPenney's, and one of the friends that I made was Monique. I'm gonna say her name. Monique. Monique was like one of my best friends or whatever. And so, bye, Puddin. I love you. Stay safe.
All right, that's what I got.
Bye, Puddin.
Huh?
I'll see you forever.
She getting up front.
Hey, Howie, stop. I'm trying to say bye to the love of my life.
She just
Stop.
asked if she was getting up front.
Shh. I'm saying bye to the love of my life. Stop. Bye, babe. Love you.
Be safe.
Bye, babe.
All right.
I'm gonna watch you walk off so I can see them cheeks. Yeah, work them cheeks, babe. Me, Monique, and Diamond was all cool. Monique used to hang out with me and my brother, too. One of these times, we went out. It was me, my brother, and Monique, and then Ferret came. And so Ferret had to work that day. Ferret had to work that day, and she was like, I'll meet y'all. No. I don't think that's right. Ferret picked us all up. Because me and my brother went, and then Ferret went to go pick up Monique. She picked us all up after she got off of work, and we went out. So we're walking to get in the club. This guy comes up to me and Monique, and he's like, how y'all doing? Whatever. I have a section in the club, whatever. And Ferret's like, all in the guy's face, like, she coming. And I'm just like, sir, stop. Like, calm down. Because the dude asked my brother, like, hey, this you? And he like, nah, you good. And so,
Oh, well, how y'all doing? Like, I got a section or whatever in there if y'all want to come in.
And then, like, Ferret starts coming in all crazy, like, in the man's face, doing too much.
She like, it's my birthday, and what you gonna get me? What you gonna do for me? It's my birthday, what you gonna get me?
And I'm like, oh, fuck. So then he, like, looking at her, like, all weird. And so we, like, exit stage left, because we could about to go to a different club anyways. And he wasn't treating her in the right way. So we just, we was like, this ain't gonna end well. So we just left. We get into the club, and then I have videos of us in the club. Having a good time, smoking hookah, drinking, whatever, enjoying ourselves, having a good time. And it's time to leave the club. So we leave the club, and that same guy's there, and he's trying to holler at us. He's trying to talk to us.
Like, how you doing? Like, I still got that, like, section or whatever, blah, blah, blah.
And Ferret is still, like, coming at this man and on his face. And at this point, like, at the beginning, he was, like, nudging her off and stuff, and she was getting attitude, but she still kept coming at this man and trying to be all up in his face. And so at this time, he like, I'm
not talking to you, I'm talking to them,
type of thing. She like, oh, whatever. So she steps back, and then he moved to the side. Like,
let me talk to you for a second. He like, I only like bad bitches in my section.
And so I was like, okay, I'm listening to you. He was like, yeah.
I only, like, let bad bitches in my section. Like, that's it. Like, I don't like the other bitches in my section. Like, I be around models and things and boo, boo, boo.
And so, me being the person that I was like, he not being fair to her. So, I'm going to just exit stage left. Because, like, I came here with her, so I'm not going to just, like, you know what I'm saying, not, and, like, go somewhere that she's not involved in, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, I said something. I was like, okay, I understand what you're saying or something, and I walked off. Because I didn't want to get into it with the men. I didn't know that man. We was in downtown DC, and I didn't have time. And I was like, okay, well, you have a great day, whatever, and I walked off. And then she was like, what happened or whatever the case may be, and we was talking about it. And she starts going off, and she was like,
he's saying my girl not a bad, and blah, blah, blah.
But I'm looking at her like, oh, Lord. I'm just laughing it off because I'm like, because I don't want to say nothing. And I'm like, calm down or whatever. And she like going off and like, I'll do this, making all these threats, like starting this whole hoorah. And so it's like making everything worse. So I start walking a little faster because I'm like, oh, she about to start some stuff. And my brother starts walking faster because he like, man, there's only one of me. And these are all dudes. Like, I don't got time to be fighting all these dudes for no reason, blah, blah, blah. So we walking back to the car. She drives back over there in the car, and she starts talking more stuff. Like, y'all broke. I got this type of car. Saying the same stuff she was saying when we was walking. She's talking all this mess. I'm like, oh my gosh. And I don't even know what type of car she had, but it was like a little small one, and it wasn't like even like, it was like a 2000 something. Like, it was embarrassing and it was bad. So after that, it was kind of like, oh, I need to fall back because she's wilding. So like, I need to fall back for a second because I don't know if I'm able to tell this girl how I really feel without her popping the fuck off, and I don't feel like getting into a situation. Fast forward, me and Monique are at work, and this girl is blowing our phone up. Mind you, she know we at work. She work at the same place. She was blowing our shit up. Telling us, why don't you text me back? And me and Monique like, bro, we're at work. What do you mean? Like, we're at work, dog. Like, she hitting us up on Instagram, everything, like blowing our phone up. And we're like, bro, we're at work. Like, she pulls up to the job. No, she calls us or whatever, and then pulls up to the job and is like, why y'all not texting me back? Why y'all not answering my phone call? We're like, girl, we at work. What you mean? Like, we're at work. Like, and she was like, oh, I know. I just wanted to see if something. But at this time, we were like trying to fall back from the situation because she was wilding. Like, she was wilding. I think she started talking about us to this girl that we was friends with. But there's clips of her too. It was me, her, and Monique. So that's how me and her and Monique became friends. I'm gonna tell you how she comes into the picture. I'm gonna pick a different name from her. I'm gonna call her. Okay, I'm gonna name the other girl Sephora because she worked in Sephora. So because we were friends, but we wasn't friends for that long.
Oh, I'm sitting on the beach.
I block bitches for fun. Friends for a moment. She was there for the fight. So it was me. So Sephora, I don't know what happened with Sephora and Ferret, but so Sephora was talking to Ferret at work, and Ferret was talking about me and Monique to Sephora. And so Sephora came to me and Monique and told me and Monique whatever was happening. And I was like, and I had texted, we was in a group chat, and I had texted Ferret like, why didn't you tell me like that you had an issue, like there was a problem, like we could have talked about it or whatever the case may be. And so we talked it out, and then she went to Monique, squashed it like multiple times. We had hung out again. She had took us to her boyfriend's house. We had smoked and everything and hung out and had fun. Like, everything was cool. Like, right. I didn't add this part in. When we made up, she took me and Monique to her boyfriend's house. And she was mad at me for talking to her boyfriend like, girl, if you think I would mess with your boyfriend, we can't be friends because I don't want that man. I don't want him. We weren't even having conversations like that. Like, that's why I was like, we're having like intelligent conversations. Calm down, sis. Y'all can join in on the conversation. Y'all just aren't. Like, it's a group conversation. We're all at the table. You want to just sit here quiet? That's boring.
Why y'all talking so much? Why y'all having so many conversations? Why y'all talking for so long?
And she was just looking at me like this. And looking at us having a conversation like this. From across the table, like, she was so mad. And I'm like, girl, I'm sorry. Like, I don't want your man. I get it. He has an apartment and stuff. That's all cool and all great. But I don't want your man. Like, please, I don't want your man. Sorry I keep wiping my eye. I have, like, bad allergies. And, like, it's bugging me. Okay. But, so, we had got into it again. And time, like, I don't know, she had got mad. I don't know. Girl, that's why I can't hang out with girls, because we squash stuff and then they get mad again. And it's like, you guys are mad again and we just squashed it. That's why girls were always hard for me to hang out with, because we'll squash it, and then if we don't talk again the next day, like, all of a sudden we're still beefing. Like, how are y'all beefing with me again? We were just not beefing. yesterday. What the fuck? So we was beefing again, and she came up to me while I was at work, and I had made a post about it too. That's why I remember this. So the post would be right here. And so she had came up to me, and we was going back and forth, and she was like, I should slap you or something. I should slap you, da 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 da. And I was like, well, what's up? And I squared up because you got me messed up. You're not about to sneak me. Like, we're not doing that. I don't even know why you want to fight me after I had your back, but we're not going to do that, baby. We can, what's up? She was like, whatever, da da da, I should slap you. She kept saying that. She was walking away. And the older lady there that worked there, she was like, oh, not here. No, not today. She threatened me and she was going to slap me. She got fired from that because the older woman had told on her. That happened. And then she had texted me and was like, girl, I had got off before her or something. And she was like, girl, you could have met me after work. I'm like, girl, I'm not worried about you. Like, it's not that deep. So time goes by. And so me and Sephora are walking out JCPenney. And Monique's on FaceTime too. I'm like, it's coming. I'm about to fight. That's what I said. I already knew what was up. I said, I'm about to fight. Like, I'm about to fight. Like, I already knew what's up. Like, and Monique, crazy thing was, me and Monique was on FaceTime, and I was like telling Monique, like, I'm about to fight or whatever. And I think I was hitting her with my phone for a while. So, walking out, and she come up.
She said, what's all that stuff you were saying? She already talking. And I'm like,
I said, what's up, favorite? What's up, favorite? What's up, favorite? And I'm just saying her name. What's up, favorite? What's up?
Because you talking too much. Like, if you wanted to fight, you better run up. Because I'm not hitting you first. Because we in front of this job. Like, I just got off. Maybe I can show you a picture of the front of the JCPenney store picture. But there's like a road. And she was standing like right at near the end of the road. And I was standing by the door. And so I walked around. And she kind of like went this way. It was kind of weird. And I was like, we can go anywhere else, but you're not about to fight me in front of my job. Like, you just trying to make me lose my job like you did.
she's like, girl, I ain't worried about this little funky job. I got a new one.
So she's saying all this stuff, and I'm like, whatever. So I have a backpack on. And y'all can see some videos where I bring backpacks.
Look at this snack over here. Oh, Monique. Oh.
I usually worked on Saturdays, but I got off at like a reasonable time, like 9, 10, 11. You know, party don't start until 11. So I have a backpack on,
Like,
and
we can fight anywhere else. Like, we can go across the street anywhere, but you're not about to fight. I'm not about to fight you in front of this job. Like, we can fight. Like, it's not an issue.
she runs up, and I take off my backpack, and I just start swinging, boom, 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 boom. She knocked my glasses off, so that's really what put a fire in my butt. We're fighting, then we end up by the door. And we went from going this way, we're headed straight. And now we're sideways. So I'm here and she's here and we're fighting. And she like kicks me or something and I fly back and I hit the door. And I don't really remember the fight like step by step because I don't be there. Like, I don't be there. Sometimes I don't be there, which is why, like, I don't fight. Like, because it's a different, you take out a different person in me. That's why I don't fight. Like, but so she kicked me and I hit my back on the door, and Sephora said that I was like, oh, okay. And at this point I'm like, I'm not getting good enough hits. I feel like these hits need to be better. So I grab her little fellet and I twist it and I start back. I'm banging her at this point because I'm like, girl, I'm about to get these licks because I told you I'm not about to fight you in front of this job, and you still fought me in front of this job. So at a point, Sephora starts punching her in the back, and I'm like, girl, like, I got this. Like, but she's trying to break it up at the same time. When Ferret walked up, she told Sephora, like, and what's up with you? Like, she was trying to fight her too. I guess Sephora told me and Monique what she had said. One of the older women, her name is the same as mine, Missy Vaughn. Missy Vaughn walks up and she's like, stop. And I have her and her and Sephora trying to get me off. And I see her face and I just bat one last good time with the side of my fist. I bust her in the side of her face. After she like, you stink or something. What does that mean? And I was like, I stink? Like, I stink. So like, after we like got broken up, she was talking her mess. You stink, da 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 da. And the thing is, she was there with Princess, and Princess worked with us too. She was there with Princess because Princess was supposed to do her hair, but she came over on some rah-rah. So Princess grabbed her and pulled her away. And I was like, that's why you got your whooped. And I'm like twerking and everything. I'm like going off because like at that point I was in total fight mode. My glasses are on the floor. The lens is somewhere else. I'm like asking Sephora, like, help me find my lens. She not helping me. I'm like, so I go and she was like, that's why your nose bleeding, because my nose. And Sephora said that her head hit me in the nose, and my nose bleeds really easily. So my nose is bleeding a little bit. And I walked back into JCPenney's. I was like, I beat her. Like, I told the manager that. Like, behind the counter, looking at myself, making sure I'm good.
The manager's like, get from behind it, like, you're not on the clock, whatever.
But then when we fought, they was like, you need to press charges on her before she presses them on you. If she pressed charges on me, she doesn't have to press charges on me because she hit me first. Like, after that, and Sephora left, and Sephora's mom dropped me off across the street at the subway so that I can get ready to go to this party that I was going to go to. I was like 21, 22 at the time, so I didn't really have a car and stuff. Yeah, I was 22. I was 22 at the time. And I called Howie. I was like, Howie, I just fought Diamond, blah, blah. He's like, did you record it? We're having a conversation. I'm like, oh my gosh, just beat her up. So you can see my face after the fight. I'm going to show y'all the fun clips after the fight, though, because after that's the end of the story. After she didn't talk to me no more. We're not friends. We're not cool. But then after that, we had a really fun night. Went to a 90s party. Had my big puff. You know, enjoyed myself. Looked cute. Show a video of me looking cute. Y'all for watching, and go follow everybody that's tagged. Go show them love. Subscribe, like, comment. If you hate me and you comment, that's still a comment. I'll take it. It doesn't matter. Not everybody's gonna love me, but I love myself. Y'all enjoy these clips. Y'all have fun. Love, peace, chicken grease. Okay, bye. What'd you say? I don't gotta change the clothes. This hardwood floor, bitch. We're gonna slip and fall. I throw up. I'm not about to go home for my dog.
There's a whole lot of game shit going on. There's a whole lot of game shit. That's what you want, Dustin. Big time, nigga. Austin